Hello, friends. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 27th episode of Castles and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons and Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by our wonderful cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please, Virtual Spectre, and Moobs Like Jagger from the GGN crew. I'm happy to roll dice with you all, and it's been a long time. I feel like it's been years since I've rolled a d20.
Feels like it.
That's true.
So first of all, I kind of wanted to talk to you all about something, get a little bit on the serious side here before the game starts, because that's a good idea, right? But we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be great. But so we had planned on not being on the stream. What was it, 2 weeks ago on September 3rd? That was Labor Day weekend. But last week, the last minute cancellation, I do apologize about that, but I wanted to at least talk about it, and maybe it can help somebody else. But the reason that we canceled last week is I had an absolute debilitating panic attack, probably an hour, 2 hours before the game. And Bun had to basically find me in my office after that. But I'm good. Everything's fine. I was telling the rest of the cast here that I was, after I, got things worked out in the brain, I just sat in bed and read comic books. So that's a nice alternative to a Friday, but
which is a good remedy for lots of problems.
Oh yeah, the Miles Morales Spider-Man runs great. But anyway, what I wanted to say is just kind of maybe raise awareness and just make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Make sure that that you're good, because if you're not good, then I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but make sure that you're doing okay and take time for yourself is what I'm really trying to say. And if you need some help, ask somebody.
And remember, it's difficult right now for everybody around the globe because of the situation we're all in with the pandemic. So even if you think you're okay, it doesn't hurt to kind of check in with yourself. Because that stuff can really sneak up on you.
Yeah. So, but we're here tonight and we're ready to roll some dice, and I'm really excited. I would like to take the chance to say thanks to everybody for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you all being here and watching us play a little D&D game. I'm pretty excited for tonight, depending on how things go. So we'll see. And also, thanks everybody for watching on YouTube, watching the or listening. I guess you can't watch a podcast, kind of, but listening to the podcast. I appreciate everybody supporting. And
not
then
with that attitude.
I guess you could watch the bar kind of fill up as the episode goes along. Yeah, and thanks to everybody that's supporting us on
but
Patreon.
If you're not watching, you're missing VS stuff his face with shawarma right now, so you're missing out. I'm
delicious
just letting you know.
Shawarma?
Sorry, it looks so good.
But
I'm not eating it right because it'd be too messy if I tried to eat it as a rat.
But
sorry, VS.
Yeah. But anyway, if you're interested, go check out our Patreon, and you can get some cool things like getting the podcast or the actual VOD early. And for our platinum tier, you can actually create an NPC that is in the game, and we actually have one now. I'll let you know when they come up, but it's actually a pretty cool experience, and I had fun kind of making an NPC with one of our patrons, and it was a cool experience to kind of let somebody have the wheel and the creative control and kind of mold it around the world. But anyway, well, without any further of me rambling, I guess, let's go ahead and settle in for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off in the aftermath of Sweet Justice's first encounter with the undead on the battlefield east of Barrowden. They waited a few moments to get their bearings and saw a faint purple glow further towards the middle of the battlefield. There would be an occasional flash, and then it would dissipate. Shortly after, the group heard shouting and fighting in the distance. While they went to go investigate, they saw a dwarven soldier trying to fend off a group of undead. One of the creatures bore a tabard of a golden harp on a blue field. The party intervened to save the soldier from the attack, and they were able to defeat the creatures in the process. After the battle, Ron was able to recover Lady Genevieve Atwood's banner from the undead, and they also learned that the soldier that was trying to fend off the undead's name was Bernus Dufton, and he was in the process of deserting from the Ramcrown army. And they learned that Vantis was the one who started the war with Ramcrown in an effort to restore the empire of old. Unfortunately for Sweet Justice, Bernus didn't really know what was causing the dead to rise, but he did see the purple fog in the battlefield. After some short conversation and Ron healing him after the battle, he thanked the group and went on his way. After a brief rest following the skirmish, they continued onward towards this purple light. As they got closer, they realized it wasn't a fog at all that was creating the purpleness. Purpleness? That's a word. But a purple light was coming from an array of symbols on the ground that was refracting off of the fog, causing it to glow. They also observed a ghostly apparition emerge from the symbols. After Vin hurled a bolt of fire at the emerging creature, the battle was on. Despite encountering a wraith and other undead foes, Sweet Justice was ultimately able to turn the tides of battle in their favor. Towards the end of the encounter, the group saw a flash of orange light behind them as an undead skeletal figure appeared and stepped through a magical doorway. Much to the party's surprise, this skeletal figure began attacking the remainder of their enemies. After a tense moment after the battle, the ancient undead entity suggests that their goals were currently aligned with the group's, and Vin agreed to help the entity disable the magical symbols on the ground. They then introduced themselves as Ophiar Zassim, who was formerly a wizard of the Empire, who broke the land around his tower to form an island, and thus separating themselves from the Vantis Kingdom. After voicing some possible theories as to who or what created the symbols, Ophiar returned back to his tower after raising a couple dozen of undead around him for his own uses. When the group was finally alone after completing their mission, Risa was quick to tell the group that she found out that Baron Voss Creel was given a castle as well as an estate. She believed that this castle was the keep located in Tustin. The party then decided to head back towards Barrowden. That is where we will begin our story this evening. Quite a long recap, but yeah, I think y'all learned a lot.
Oh yeah, that was thank God for your recaps, because 2 weeks has been a long time.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot 90% of that, and I feel really bad because I usually take notes, but
You're welcome.
not last time I didn't.
forgot.
So, as the group kind of makes their way back to Barrowden, as you were in the middle of the night when you were there, on the way back, you ride about a day's worth of riding from the battlefield back to the town. And you arrive back into Barrowden just about as night falls on the city. And one thing that you do notice almost immediately, that a sizable amount of the soldiers that were on the outskirts of the city that had made various tents were packing up their temporary lodgings outside the city. At your best guess, roughly a third of the troops are preparing to leave the city. What do you do?
Does it look like they're deserting, or they're got new orders? There's people ordering around, or everyone just like walking away all depressed?
It looks like that this is kind of an organized preparation of maybe some new orders, some new directions that part of the army is going towards.
Oh, what's his name? I look for Darvin. If Darvin's in this mix.
Gotcha. Anywhere?
Marvin?
Okay.
Which one was that? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that either.
Note taking. Darvin's the young soldier.
Darvin was the
The guy
recipient
who we were
of,
looking for
of
his
Ron Cop, Sexy
late-
Cop.
Yeah.
leader. I'm sorry, that's why I don't remember him. I was very focused on the other.
He was
people in
very
that scene.
very enthralled by Vin.
That was amazing.
Good cop, bad cop.
That's our new go-to every time.
Yeah,
Run
so
cop,
if you would like
cop.
to look for Darvin specifically, just go ahead and just make an investigation check to see if he's among the troops there.
Okay, -1. 1.
Gotcha.
Nice.
From what you see here, you don't notice him in the kind of large gathering of troops packing things up. But there are other places to look that you've been.
Vin, can you use your very loud voice to yell for Darvin?
Darvin!
Okay. That's loud. That's loud. That's oh god. Okay. Oh god.
Dardar!
So as you kind of spend some time kind of
Do
looking,
text here. That's how he'll know it's you.
Darvin!
Very good. Very good. Yes. Very good.
okay, so as you start yelling for Darvin in various different pitches and inflections, eventually you run into some soldiers that tell you that Darvin usually hangs out at one of the taverns, and you could probably find him there.
Oh, I guess we'll go to the same tavern we saw him last.
Yeah, so you can head on over to, if I remember correctly, let's see. Nope, it's not gonna be in there. That's the wrong city. Gotcha. Okay, so you head on over to the Lying Llama. And as you kind of enter into this tavern, it's still pretty crowded. Whereas last time I told you it's like on that Saturday of a convention or PAX where everything's just shoulder to shoulder. It's still pretty crowded, but it's more like Sunday.
I don't like this. I don't like
Facts.
this. Oh, Sunday is okay, but everyone is really hungover and tired, so it's trade off. So the bar in the bar is really packed.
Still
Or the whole
popping.
city's kind of like that.
Yeah, it's not totally shoulder to shoulder everywhere in the city streets, since some of the soldiers are kind of
But the
packing up,
city's
but
still a
it's still
lot.
over capacity
Okay.
of what it normally is.
To the front of the bar, or see if Darvin's still stupering away.
While they look for Darvin, I'm going to get us some drinks. I'm not getting alcoholic drinks. I'm just getting us all like some nice tea or something, So
Yeah, so you kind of scan around in the bar, and you find in a similar spot last time that you found him, which I believe is maybe a different bar, but that's okay, or tavern, I should say. You see Darvin kind of there, nursing his ale just like before, sitting at a seat at the bar. You hear some other rowdy people in the background, but he's really just not paying attention to any of them.
Hello, Darvin. We have returned.
And he kind of jumps when you say his name and looks over and sees you all minus Bryn while she's getting something to drink. And he goes, "Oh, hello, how are you? How are you doing? Did you find it?"
Yeah, perhaps we should go outside. There's not much room in this tavern.
"Oh, right, yeah, oh, we can do that." And he goes to grab his drink, and the bartender goes, "Oh, you can't take that with you." And he's like, "I'm sorry," and just kind of puts it behind the counter and shuffles out. And you make your way outside of the tavern.
Bryn will be outside.
Okay.
We'll be back. Don't worry. But
Want to drink all of their tea then?
I think Valken will probably stay behind with Bren.
Okay. So Darvin follows Vin and Ron outside the tavern for a little more quieter atmosphere for conversation.
We sad news. We found your lady, and she was walking with the undead, but we were able to retrieve the tabard.
Well, I expected that she fell in battle, but I was hoping that wasn't the case, but and you see kind of his eyes start to well up in tears. If you have the banner, I'll do my duty, then take it back to a family.
It is the least you can do.
He kind of looks at the banner, still in decent shape, kind of unfurls and sees the family's crest on it, and neatly folds it, puts it into his pack. I guess I'll be leaving in the morning then, to take this back. Is there anything that I can do for you? I don't know how to repay you. This means a lot to me, and it'll mean a lot to a family.
Be honest, Darvin. Ron does not believe you can do anything for us.
All right.
You can spread the word that Sweet Justice is the #1 adventuring group that if they need to hire, just let them know. Contact Sweet Justice at the Order of Iberis in Tustin.
Oh, all right. I'll do that.
I like to flip out a business card and I just like flick it at him.
Take one of your pamphlets.
Yeah, actually, it's like in my like bosoms, and so I'm just like digging and like I flick it.
He's just like,
Meanwhile, at the
he's-
bar, I'm like talking to VS. I'm like, you know what? If we got like a keep, like a place that was our own home place, we could call it Sweet Justice, like SUITE. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's very good. I'm very smart.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think I understand. Also, who's BS?
Well, I got you some tea.
So
It sounds great. It sounds great. I like the idea.
Very good.
So Darvin's kind of like eyes wide, like deer in the headlights, and he just is like holding on to this like their pamphlet business, card on some parchment, and it's just like, all right, yep, I'll tell everybody about this. Quick question for you all, to the players: what is on this pamphlet, and what exactly does it say?
Oh, it definitely says something about the Order of Iberis, because, like we are doing our job properly. But then I'm pretty sure Vin probably wrote some shit in with crayon.
Rude.
I assumed it was just all of us stick figure form, and Vin just hand wrote Order of Iberis Sweet Justice, and there's like a lollipop in the background on both ends. And
mailing address.
yes.
Also, the pamphlets probably look like they've been cut fire at some point.
They're very wrinkly.
Yeah,
They're very wrinkly and the edges are all burnt up.
it's like when you're in like middle school and you're like doing art projects, you like burn the edges and like wrinkle it up to make it look old and like cool looking.
Yeah, like you're trying to make a treasure map.
That's
Gotcha.
a middle school thing. That is just like a really good crafting technique. I don't know what you're talking
And
about.
stain it with some coffee. Yeah, there you go.
Hey! I feel very attacked right now as the resident artist.
So he takes it, goes, yeah, I'll tell everybody. I'll put in a good word for you all, with the Atwood family as well, and I'll give them one of these.
Oh, very, very kind of you. Oh, and Lady Guinevere has been laid to rest, so her soul is set free.
Thank you so much. That will be good to hear.
Oh, and we took care of zombie problems, so if you wish to retrieve her body.
Oh,
What's left of it?
all right, thank you. I don't know if they want to see her in a condition that might be a bit much. But the banner that will do.
Oh, okay.
If you have any more zombie issues, burning works, just so you know.
All right. I plan to never come back here in the rest of my life. Unless the crown demands my service, of course.
Okay. Well, if you wish to not be a soldier anymore, you can always apply to work at our order. Toughen you up a little.
Oh yeah, but they're always looking for like janitors and like cafeteria workers and like somebody to do laundry and sort mail. So there's like lots of positions you'd be very qualified for.
So as you emerged, somehow slipping out with your drinks that you got, without the bartender yelling at you, and you're sipping your tea. He goes, I'll have you know, ma'am, that I am due to be promoted to squire. As soon as I can.
Wait. I thought you were a squire.
No, I'm
You're
a
not
page.
squire yet.
I'm going to be a squire.
I wasn't. Wait, Ron, what is the difference between page and squire?
Ron, make a history
We
check
don't
for
have
me.
that where I am come from. You are either a warrior or you are useless. These are only options.
6 history. Well, let me take a look here. -1, 16.
16. So you kind of with some context clues. There's no like hierarchical system like that in your village, but you would kind of associate it however you'd like to flavor it, how it would relate to your village in their structure.
So page is like small child, and you take small child and you give child bow and arrow to train and teach child how to hunt. Then that is page. Then squire is like child, now not child but not adult, middle.
See, this is why I do not understand these southern folk. When I was like 5, they were like, here is a dagger, go kill a wild boar. And you are promoted to warrior. The end. It is not complicated. I don't understand. Why do they overcomplicate?
It is like training, essentially. Yes, you train small to learn to use bow, and then you use bow, and then you become hunter.
They should hire me to train new recruits. That's what I think. I will fix this whole problem for them. They will have a full army ready in 5 days.
I'm not sure they will have lots of people come back if you just give them knife and send them into forest.
Yeah, but like the ones that do come back, they're worth like 10 of other ones, so it's okay.
Good point. Okay, so good luck learning to squire.
Oh yeah, you. Bye, good luck. What's his name? Darvin. Good luck.
So Darvin kind of stands there and just kind of looks at Ron explain how he's essentially a child and doesn't know anything. And he's just like, I want to turn in for the night. Lots of road
future enemy. I
travel.
think so.
Bye. He looks at Vin. Thank you so much for the pamphlet. I'll tell everyone I know. I promise. Good night. And he just kind of shuffles back into the tavern.
I wonder if he will smell it. Oh, but thank you for tea, Brit. How did you get out of the tavern with a drink? When Darvin tried to leave with ale, the bartender yelled at him.
About tea? Like, honestly, bartender, when I ordered tea, sort of gave me a really weird look like, you've got to be kidding me, so I don't really think they care.
Oh, okay. So we get the free mug.
Yeah.
Oh.
I suppose so, yeah. Alright, you're welcome.
Sorry, question. We came from the battlefield and we're just getting back to town.
Yes.
So we're still soaking wet, muddy, bloody.
Oh yeah.
Terrified.
Okay.
Y'all haven't had a
thought
rest
so.
yet. You rode through the night to Barrowden, and it's nighttime
I
there
thought
now.
you
We
Damn
did have a
I'm
rest.
fine.
Oh, Ronan is could use some sleeping medicine.
I need a warm
What, you
bath.
need medicine? I have, oh no, you already drank from tonic. It's
Yeah.
not advised to drink from tonic twice in one day. Most mortal beings cannot handle.
Oh, just yes, we take a good night's sleep. Ron will be fine.
Okay. We need to find an inn. Did we stay in this town before? We didn't. We camped out because it was booked
You
solid.
camped outside, yeah.
But it's less booked solid now because people are leaving.
So Risa kind of pipes up. I have the room for the rest of the week, the next 2 nights. So you can stay with me if you want, or you could stay out outside again.
Well, if you're sure is okay, is no trouble, we'd like to stay with you.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, much better than outside town.
Okay,
It
yeah.
would be nice to sleep inside for once.
Also, Vin and I are very good at braiding hair. If you'd like your hair braided before we go to sleep, so we've been practicing.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's true.
You can do they call it a
French.
like a French braid. I don't know this term French. It seems
Oh,
like nonsense.
like a fringe braid.
I think it's like a finch, and then it got changed over time, like a
Inch,
bird.
Like it's like an inch, like a.
Oh,
Uh,
look at it. Like, okay. Yeah.
A mantis braid.
Oh, we don't like, no.
No.
I've never had my hair braided before, so
Oh, all right, let's get to work. Okay, let's go.
okay, we gotta
We're
go
gonna
this
give her
way
the
because this is
hair of her dreams tonight.
we gotta go that way because this is it's the wrong tavern.
Oh, that's right.
So she heads out and then heads back over to the Stag and the Page, which is also kind of busy. This one's a little rowdier than the other one. And as you kind of enter the bar, you see that there's quite a large kind of gathering of some Vantis soldiers, like blowing off some steam, kind of sitting around for a little while, and like not having any stuff to do is kind of taking their toll on them. So they're getting their frustrations released in various ways of rowdiness in the tavern. So you make your way into the Stag and the Page, and you see someone. Just kidding, sorry.
Commander Hagrid?
One.
Yes. So you see Commander Hagrid Golbrock, pretty sloshed, with a big mug of ale, and he's got froth kind of in his beard, and he's drinking, and he's like, all right, lads, you may as well just fucking drink all night because we're dead anyway, aren't we? Ain't got enough soldiers to hold this place. Ain't got enough soldiers to hold the fucking bridge. We're done. And he's just drinking and being just an ass.
Shit. He's the guy we met last time in this place, right?
He is the commander of the ground troops in Barrowden.
And he's basically, they're shipping out and he thinks they're all dead.
Maybe we can.
And he's the commander, so that's
Get
kind of a
by.
big deal, right?
Maybe we could get by without him noting us.
I feel like maybe we want him to notice us. These soldiers about to be sent to their death. I do not approve of this, you know?
Hmm.
I mean,
But they
there's-
start war,
there's
so
thing-
it is their fault.
Well, the soldiers did not fight war, and here's the thing: I swore oath to help people who need help. You know?
Oh, you want to give pep talk?
No, I thought maybe more like I just buy them round of drinks. You know, like that was I thinking is help.
Oh. Well, he did order his troops to get drunk more, so I think that is helpful.
Yeah. Barkeep, I would like to order a round of drinks for these sure to be dead tomorrow soldiers. And I'm saying this very loudly because Bryn is not real good at being subtle.
Gotcha. So you see the kind of average sized half elf man behind the counter, and he's like, "All right, drinks for a whole round."
Well, how much would that be? Estimate.
You see him like look and like start counting. Let's
Don't have that much gold, but I have some gold. Let's just be honest with each
let's
other.
just
What
call
is
it-
your least expensive alcohol?
let's just call it 5 gold for the whole tavern, and that will keep them going.
Done.
All right, appreciate it. I will get that started. And he kind of says, "All right, everyone, a whole round on the lady here. Everyone, thank the lady."
Thanks to Order of Iberius. If any of you survive the oncoming war, it is doubtful, but if you survive, you could sign up. We have pamphlets.
And you kind of hear the commander's like, "That's right, we're all fucked anyway. Oh, look, it's the fucking heroes here to save the day."
Oh, we did save day. We took care of zombie problem.
Oh,
That's true.
perfect.
That was us.
We're not gonna get eaten, we're gonna get trampled by Ram Crown. Hooray! And like falls back in his chair.
This is most awkward. Ron is very uncomfortable.
I mean, this is what is to be part of army, no?
Let Ron try talking to Captain. Commander. Commander Hedgren. It is your responsibility as commander to
Why are there
lead
two of you?
a good example. There's just one Ron.
Mhm.
Like, hold up 2 fingers. How many fingers you see?
He reaches it at a set of fingers that is not there. A lot.
Perhaps talking right now would not be best. You will not remember any of this.
What? He just takes another sip.
Good day, Commander.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He takes another big swig and just kind of gets foam all in his beard.
Aren't they marching tomorrow? They should not be this drunk.
And he holds his cup out. He's like, "We're fucked, we're fucked, we're fucked, we're fucked." Poof, and slams his mug down. "We're fucked," and just drinks again. There's a couple of them that are like cheering and like slamming the table.
Ron busts out his flute, just like does a little ditty with those lyrics.
Make a performance check for me.
Let's see. What is this? It's just charisma, correct? 15.
And he's like, "Ah!" And he starts singing it again with you and like splashing ale everywhere. People are just being generally rowdy and stupid. Anything else you'd like to do down in the bar before you head up?
Nope, I think we're good here.
Nope.
Yep. And you kind of turn to find the stairs upward, and you see Risa just kind of holding a drink. And she's like, "Oh, someone gave me this." And just like puts it on a table and then tries to wade through the crowd. And you make it upstairs, and you kind of go to the second floor and go all the way to the end. And if you all remember correctly, that Risa ended up buying a suite. So
right.
you walk into this very finely furnished room. Nothing to hold a candle at some of Vantis or Falshier's kind of upper class rooms, but for this area, I mean, it's nice. You have a whole living area with some seating and a lounge, you know, a nice bookshelf with just some odd, you know, books of fiction and such, and then a whole nother room with like a equivalent to like a king-sized bed. When there's some lanterns lit in the room. Okay, this is the room. You can, you know, stay wherever you want. I can sleep in one of the chairs. Some of you look pretty tired.
No, we are guests, so you sleep in bed. Ron will sleep on rug.
Okay.
Well, we have bed rolls and such, so it is.
Ron is
no
too big for
problem.
bed, anyways.
It's true. He'll probably break it. No offense, Ron.
Oh no, Ron's break many beds. It's fair.
Okay.
Could braid your hair before bed? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am ready.
Yeah. Please do. Just and she kind of pulls her hood down. Just watch out for the feathers. That's why no one's ever,
You'll
didn't
be
let
very
them-
careful of feathers. Okay, yes, no
because they're
problem.
attached.
Well, do they ever fall out? Like, you know how sometimes you chase a goose and it loses like a feather or two?
Sometimes, but they'll grow back.
Well, what do you do with the ones that like fell out? Are they like magic?
Oh, I
Or
don't know.
like,
I just throw them away.
oh, you should not throw away.
Ron just takes off his armor, his full loincloth mode, and just passes out on the floor.
I was gonna say
Well, that
Valkan
happened.
takes all the stuff off except for his unders and tries to find some place to dry them, and then just plops down.
Okay,
Ron's
so
already
the boys are
snoring.
passed out in their undies, and the girls are all braiding hair. Gotcha.
Who's gonna
Yeah, sounds
braid
about right.
Reese's hair?
Me and Vin are we're tag teaming it.
I would like
We're doing some very
Giving her a
complicated shit.
treatment. Mhm.
I would like both of you to make
Our
a
hands are like this.
sleight of hand check.
Oh shit. Well, our hair's about to be fucked up.
Sleight of hand. Oh, that's the thing. Oh, jeez. Okay.
God.
3.
A 3.
Oh jeez.
Natural one.
What's your total?
For sleight of hand?
Huh?
Does it matter if it's a natural one? I guess it does. 3. So
Okay, so a 3. And she's kind of sitting there on the bed and like really excited. And you know, it's one of those situations where like your parents are doing your hair like your grandparents are, and they're like pulling, and she's like, oh, okay, ow, okay, ow, this kind of hurts. Okay, and you're just kind of like pulling, and like it's like a tight like braid. And you all finish and you successfully braid her hair, but it's uneven. Like the braids don't line up. Some are bigger, some are smaller. And she goes, oh, how does it look?
oh, it looks
Beautiful.
really
We
good.
did our best.
It's so good.
Wow, thank you so
Wow.
much. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it in as long as I can.
Oh god.
it.
Okay. Well,
Maybe
Okay.
Darwin would like it too.
nope. I'm tired. I sleep now. I'm just gonna like immediately like roll over and sleep.
And she's like, oh, okay. Well, you know, do you think it would stay long enough for me to get back to Icegarth? Or Icegarth?
Well, I mean, it's braided, so it will stay as long until you take it out, but it won't look as good as it does now.
Oh, I was
the longer you keep it in.
I was gonna, you know, take your advice and like try and have a conversation with Yorlis maybe. And actually say words to him.
Yeah, so how long until you talk to him?
As soon as I get back to Icegarth, I was just gonna, you know, get back into town and then just go find him immediately.
Right. How many days from this current day? Like when do you plan on leaving us?
Oh, well, I plan on heading out in the morning.
Okay, well, depending on how you sleep on it, maybe we'll rebraid it. I don't know, just a thought, but it looks pretty good.
Okay, well, thanks. Good night. And she's like beaming and like super like happy right now, and just like so excited to, you know, have friends and talk and like have braid each other's hair. She's like, okay, I'll, you know, see you in the morning. And well, I get up pretty early, so if you're not, I'll just, you know, let you sleep. Okay, good night. And she just kind of, you know, gets ready for bed and like, you know, kind of puts her hood over her head to like try and protect the braids and like lays down gently on them. And
Wake me up before you leave, okay?
okay. All right. Anything else you all like to do before bed?
I like go Mimi's.
Okay.
I feel worse than when we've like accidentally killed people. Like somehow this is worse.
It's not like we did
She's
on
gonna talk
purpose.
to your loss. She look like she just got out of bed.
She's
Like,
gonna look
literally,
awful.
it's
He's gonna be like, "What the
fine.
fuck are you smoking?"
It's fine. We didn't do it on. It would be cruel if we did it on purpose. We tried our best.
Okay. So after everyone
It's
kind of
true.
settles and tries to like dry their clothes as much as they can, kind of get everything back to travel shape. You all lay down and bed down for the night. And so after a hard-fought battle against groups of undead and a day's worth of travel back to Barrowden, fatigue kind of starts to heavily set in for you all. Ron, your muscles ache and your eyelids fall heavy, and you quickly fall asleep for what seems like hours and hours and hours. And you open your eyes expecting it to be morning and the sun's rays kind of entering into the room, waking you up. But when your eyes open, you are in the same large circular chamber that was built from mossy stone, with trees, roots, and vines stretching above the walls, making a domed ceiling with that large open skylight in the middle of the room. You see a similar large gathering of armored knights in the room, some once again seated at this large table fixed in the center, others talking in small groups. You see the similar group of knights talking among themselves, wearing one with a blue tabard with an oak tree by a large blue lake, one with a red tabard with autumn leaves falling, and one with a black tabard with a large oak tree in the dead of winter after it has shed its leaves. And they are talking amongst themselves once again as you seemingly appear in this room.
Does this place look similar from when Ron was with Twig in the Feywild?
You didn't see anything like this specifically, since you just got a glimpse. It's not outside the realm of possibility. It's weird enough to be like that, if that makes sense.
Ron will approach the three knights.
Gotcha. And they're just kind of talking amongst themselves, and as you kind of walk up, they just turn to look at you with their helms fully closed, not seeing any features at all other than their armor. They just look at you.
Why does Ron keep returning here? What is this place?
The knight in blue tabard kind of looks to you and says, "Well, why wouldn't you be here, Ron?"
What is this place? Why do Ron return?
And you can't see any features behind this helmet. And they pause for a moment. Well, of course, this is a place blessed by Sylvanas himself. You are here because you are supposed to be here.
Just furrows his brow and rubs his beard. What is it that you do? What is your name?
I serve Sylvanas, of course. My name is not important. What I do is you.
You restore balance?
Yes, in a way, in my own way. We all walk our paths differently, but all strive to end in the same area, if that makes sense. Our journey is different, but our destination is the same.
So Ron needs to forge Ron's own path.
That's all you can do. We can't tell you how to serve Sylvanas. That is between you and the Oak Father.
And do you know what creature has destroyed Ron's village? The thing I seek to hunt?
There's silence. Staring back at you. No answer.
Speak to Ron. And Ron tries to reach out to the Blue Knight to see if I can shake his shoulders.
Yeah, so you shake their shoulders and they're, jostled as you're trying to shake them, but they just don't answer that question. Maybe they don't have an answer. Maybe they're not supposed to.
Ron just looks up and is like, Oak Father, speak to Ron. Why do you summon Ron?
The knight in the red tabard says to you, why do you not know why you're here? Does the Oak Father not tell you why you're being summoned?
Oak Father only asked Ron to restore the balance.
And have you done that?
No.
Then I suppose that's all you can do.
But there's no guidance. Ron has no way, no path to follow. So many questions, no answers.
Perhaps that time has come. And you hear the room sort of go silent. There was just conversation and just a low drone of chatting amongst the different knights in the room. They all go quiet and they turn to face the area where the large table is. And as you turn around, as you faced them to converse, you see a large creature enter into the chamber from an enormous doorway on the opposite side that you didn't notice before, or maybe it wasn't there before. As they enter the room, you can see that this creature easily stands 12, 15 feet tall. Its body is made entirely of wood and bark. Lichen dots their skin. Moss hangs from their extremities and from its face, almost like a strange beard of sorts. As it walks in towards the edge of the table, you can see that it holds an enormous two-handed maul. It's entirely made of wood, and you see brambles and branches and thorns coalesce and wrap themselves around each other to form the head of the weapon. And it stands at the table and looking out into the crowd of knights and points at you with their branch-like arm and fingers and says, Ron, step forward. Your time has come.
Ron moves forward.
You make your way kind of around this table and you just feel, it's that feeling everyone is looking at you. Everyone is fixated on you as you make your way through the crowd in this room, and You see all of the helmeted heads just turning to face you, and you stand before this enormous creature, nearly, I believe, twice as tall as you, if I remember correctly. Almost.
Yep.
And this creature looks down at you with this strange face formed out of bark and wood. And with their booming voice, says to you, "Do you know who I am?"
You are the great Oak Father.
In a way, yes. I am the avatar of the Oak Father. I speak when he wants me to speak. And you were sought out specifically. Kneel, Ron.
Niels.
And he takes this enormous weapon and holds it in front of him with both hands. Are you ready?
Ron is ready.
And you see the maul raise up and brings it down with both hands, but not in a swinging motion, almost just letting gravity let the maul hit you on one shoulder. Not enough to do damage to you, but just so you feel the weight of this maul hit your shoulder. And he raises it up again and brings it down on your other shoulder. And you feel a sensation kind of inside of not only your body, but also your spirit itself. You feel ancient, old magic flow through you. And at first it weighs heavily on you. And then, as you become more accustomed to it, it becomes a part of you. Almost like you can't imagine being without it. And the avatar of the Oak Father looks to you and says with their booming voice, "Rise, Ron. I bestow these gifts to you at the behest of the Oak Father directly."
Oh, Ron is most honored to receive such a blessing.
As you are rising, and as he was speaking these kind of words, almost ritualistic to you, you hear a voice in your head speaking, not unlike the avatar, but one you've heard specifically in your dreams. "Ron, I bestow these gifts upon you so that you can restore balance. The answers you seek lie where your journey began. You must restore the balance. This creature has resumed its rampage, resumed its onslaught, burned acres of our forests and villages. and just this voice almost simultaneously comes to you, and you find yourself risen off of the ground, looking towards the avatar. And he says to you, "Do you understand where your journey takes you?"
Yes. Ron is to vanquish this beast, to restore balance. Ron must return home.
He stares at you, and he turns the maul upside down where the heavy part is at the bottom, and starts pounding the maul on the stone floor. And then you hear the rest of the knights hitting the table, the knights hitting the ground with their weapons until the whole hall is in unison. Then you wake up, and it's morning, and you look around you, and the sun is shining through the window as you expected. Risa is waking up Vin as she was instructed,
With awful hair.
and you can hear a pounding at the door outside. And you
Ron stumbles, quickly answers the door. It feels like it could be a night from his dreams.
You open the door, and you see a small, comparatively to you, human man with what looks to be a tray of breakfast, and he says, "Morning, breakfast is ordered for the suite. Is there anything else that I can get you all?"
Ron just like covers his nips. No, that will be all. Thank you. Ron will take the tray.
Right. Thank you, and kind of backs away. And all of you wake up, and you all get a long rest and level up to level 7. Ron, you now have the ability, or have the aura of warding as blessed to you directly from the Oak Father.
Nice.
What do you all do?
Right, let's go fight something.
Ron runs over to Bryn and just like shakes her to wake up.
Oh, what? Okay,
Bryn,
and I'm
Bryn.
grabbing my weapon and my shield, and I'm like,
Not yet, Bryn. Ron knows what to do now.
ready.
Ron has purpose. Ron knows how to restore balance. Remember when Ron told you Ron has these weird dreams about the big tree and nights, and yes, Ron, Oak Father, speak to Ron. Ron knows what to do now. We must go quickly
What to do about what?
to restore the balance. The beast that destroyed Ron's village. It is back.
The beast.
Yes, we have to go back.
Destroy it, and we were going to mount its head on our wall and spit on it every day. Let's go.
Oh, this is good news. Ron was blessed by the gods. So Ron has blessed Ron.
Okay,
No, this is
gods, whatever. But you know where the beast is.
we must return to Ron's village.
Oh, we're going north.
Yes.
Well, yeah, okay. I mean, we could, if we were going north, we could stop by and see my babas too. So, like,
yes.
help us with some of our situations. You know, we have lots of confusing things that are very smart.
Ron is very interested to meet your babas.
They will like you, I hope. They're not, how to say? Let's just not get any hopes up, you know what I mean? Like, have no expectations. It's best.
Oh, and Risa. Ron turns to Risa.
Yeah.
It looks at her hair. What happened to your hair?
Oh, it's braided.
Let me fix it. The night ruined it. Let me.
You slept on
I tried
it.
really
It is
hard.
all wrong.
Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Honey.
Dawkins
this
still out cold, by the way.
happens.
He's still sleeping.
I tried to help fix it, but I rolled a 4, so that's
Hold on, let me roll.
7.
Valken doesn't sleep, but you're just
I'm sorry,
meditating and
6.
trancing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's just kind of like
Baby.
chilling.
So
I rolled a natural 20 and we got
Oh.
so
Yeah.
21, baby. Let's go.
yeah, you fix the braid and it looks immaculate. It looks fantastic. It's excellent work. They're even. Each braid is just perfectly spaced apart. Oh, thanks for fixing it for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
no problem. Go get you your mans.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here you go. I was gonna, we're out of the rain now, but here. And she gives you like a large like binder of like loosely put together paperwork. This is everything that I found on the Baron Voss Creel, and the research that led to me thinking that that the keep is the one in Tustin. And here's why I think that, and here's some of the excerpts of some writings I had to dig for, and like some letters and things. Here, and she just like hands you this big binder, essentially.
Like a binder full of like.
I take the mic.
Oh, thank you, Risa.
Right. Oh. Is anything else that I can answer?
Do you know about Sylvanus, the god?
I know of them, yeah.
Ron, there's 3 images Ron sees. There seems to be many, how do you say, depictions of the Oak Father, but one is like a tree by a lake, other is like a dead tree in winter, and the third one is red of autumn. But Ron has the green acorn. But do you know the meaning of these?
Not really. I mean, I know who, Sylvanus is, but I don't. You're not someone that I worship. Sorry.
Perhaps you can find information at your library. Anything on the Knights of Sylvanus?
Oh, sure, yeah. I'll look into that.
Okay, thank you.
Hmm. All right. Did you find anything at the estate while you were there? By the way.
Oh, yes. Rowan has this blueprint of castle. If you want to look at, and Ron pulls it out, and then we have tapestry. But
Yeah, there's
yes.
a secret door.
But Lord Thornsby was owner of Manor now, which is very strange. I did not know you can just take a home and say it's yours. It's very awkward.
Oh yeah, that doesn't seem like it should be like legal, but I mean, what do I know? I don't have a house, so or money, really, some money.
Yes, but they were living there, and he showed us everything.
Oh,
But there was a big golem hiding in the keep when we opened the kick down with his wall, and this giant golem came out and attacked us. Iron Defender, I think it's called. So I don't know if you saw anything like that in your notes and research.
No, I did not. I would have warned you. I promise. Oh wow. She looks over the blueprints. She's like, oh yeah, a lot of this is kind of faded, but well, I guess it's better than nothing. Well, I guess I can ride with you all back to Tustin, but I really have to get back to Icegarth, so I can't stay.
Okay, that we shall. Yes, Ron has purpose now, and we shall leave soon.
Okay. If you all look into our chat, you will see several pages of blueprints.
Okay.
Whoa.
This is the house we were in.
These are the blueprints for the castle keep.
Oh. What's that? Okay.
Boy.
So all looks same to Ron.
We'll They're very similar, Ron, but you see their words like writing.
Oh, yes.
This one says like east wing. This one says north wing. This one says south wing. There's like an armory.
Yes.
What is oratory? Oratory. What is this word? What does it mean?
Oh, an oratory is like a very small like place of like private, worship or reverence, usually to a god or gods.
Like a little shrine. Okay. What is undercroft? Undercroft.
Oh, that's like it's built underneath a castle and it usually has like raised vaulted ceilings, and they put things there to kind of preserve them so they don't like
storerooms. Okay.
Huh?
What about all the rest of armory? Bryn understands this. Bed chambers makes sense in the north wing. Okay, yeah, it's all sense.
Okay.
What was the first thing?
Can you discern any secret passage or something?
Oh, it's very simple, right?
Yeah, it looks like some kind of early drawings from my my guess, pretty decently preserved, assuming how old they are. But maybe that'll help. I don't know.
Might have to puzzle piece them together. I don't know.
So, essentially, there are 3 floors in a cellar. Each floor has a north wing and a south wing, and they are labeled in the top right if you embiggen them. So use them as much or as little as you like. But
Enhance.
believe morning now. I'm assuming you all are heading out.
Yeah, I think we're headed towards Tunston.
To Tustin. Yep, you do have a contract to turn in currently.
Tustin.
All right.
Sorry, I'm trying to pull up my map, but my game is being stupid.
Gotcha. Okay, so you make your way out of Barrowden, crossing the essentially entire region or area of Vantis to get over to Tustin. You head back to the main road, cross the area where Four Cross was, where you began, and there's the bridge in the distance. You make your way around Hammer Lake and follow the road to Tustin. Normally it's about an 8-day travel, but for you all, you're able to make it in about 6 full days of riding or so, and you make it to Tustin. Assuming you go to the Order first.
Yep.
Gotcha. So you kind of make it there. It's early evening. By the time that you get there, it's a little past kind of dinner time. There was no trouble on the road. I'm currently on the main roads of Vantis. But you all, well, some of you may notice. Let's see. At first, Ron and Valken, well, actually, Vin, you'd notice first. People are staring at all of you as you're riding through town. They're just kind of like looking at you, and when you look back, they look away, and people are whispering to each other. It's really, really strange. But
say it to my face.
Is this as we're leaving Barrowden, or as
no?
we're
This is when you enter Tustin.
Don't worry, everyone. Ron got blessed by Sylvanus, so they just look at Bron.
They're looking at all of us.
Not sure that's good. You're right. That's exactly what's happening, Ron.
Oh, but we are getting famous. Everyone knows Sweet Justice now, so maybe that is why they are looking.
Yeah. Can we? They don't look excited to see us, I don't think, though.
And you wind your way through town, and it's kind of the same thing all the way through, and you make your way over to the Order of Iberus. You kind of open the door. People are finishing up dinner, cleaning up the kind of great hall where everyone was eating at the time, and you can see the familiar faces. kind of lining the area. You can see Taryn Van kind of sitting at his like large chair at the end of the table. You can see Quentin kind of, you know, finishing up some food, and they're all talking. And as you kind of open the door and you know, make your way in, everyone kind of turns to look at you all, and kind of they all look at you and then look back at Taryn, and he says, "Oh, yes, my favorite adventurers, we need to talk." And that's
Okay,
where we'll take
cool.
our break for tonight.
Oh snap!
So we will see you all here in just a few minutes. Go get some snacks and some drinks, and get your stretches in, and we will see you here in just a few. BRB, everybody.